Several people have added a trip to Paris to their bucket lists. Walking through the charming streets, sipping on hot cocoa and munching on croissant, all while relishing the love in the air well, it's a dream come true. The Eiffel Tower and the Louvre are all the must-see places in Paris. But what if you could add another hotspot to that itinerary? Europa City is a concept city that is just 16 kilometers from the outskirts of Paris that aims to bridge the sophisticated culture of Paris with sustainability. It surely offers a glimpse into what our future could look like. So, what exactly makes the Europa City special? How could it revolutionize urban living? Stay tuned to find out. Europa City is a brilliant project planned by the French government to change the way that we look at urban settlements. We normally think of a concrete jungle when we think of a developed city with staggering skyscrapers and neutral colors, but the government has planned to swap that idea for a much cleaner and greener one. The government had initially proposed to open the gates to this green world by 2027. It is located in the municipality of Gonesse in northern Paris. As it is located just 16 kilometers from the city hub, the project manages to perfectly combine the urban density of a big city with the rustic character of life on the outskirts. The project was undertaken by the French real estate company Immochan and the Chinese investment company Dalian Wanda. Most of them are internationally recognized companies that have a track record of excellence. The proposed plan includes a hub for entertainment and culture within an 800,000 square meter area, with sustainability interwoven into every fiber. Naturally, everyone had different ideas about what a sustainable and technologically advanced city should look like. So, to avoid all types of conflict, the government invited prominent architecture firms from around the world to propose innovative plans. The final round of competition had 4 international architectural teams participating for a chance in building the future. They were the Bjarke Ingels Group from Denmark, Manuel Gautrin from France, Snohetta from Norway, and Valode and Pistre from France. As you can imagine, the competition was pretty tight considering all these forms were internationally recognized and had numerous accolades up their sleeve. A clear-cut criterion was set up to make sure that the decision-making was fair and acceptable to all. The decision process consisted of 2 intricate phases. The first aspect considered how well each group accounted for the inclusion of Europa City within the greater area of Roissy France. They also had to consider fitting the city within the public development project already taking place in and around Gonesse. The second phase focused more directly on the architectural sketch itself and how aesthetically pleasing the layout was. The teams had to make presentations during both stages. All teams delivered their 2 presentations, and by the end of the competition, which lasted for nearly 2 years, a clear winner was selected. The winning design for Europa City was centered on the vision of an urban form that combines the dense city and open landscapes. That's exactly what the government was looking for. The concept was put forward by Bjarke Ingels Group. They won it by a clear margin. The winner was announced in the spring of 2013. The group's plan promises to make Europa City the largest cultural, commercial, and leisure destination in Europe. Guess how much it would cost to put this amazing plan into action? That's nearly $2 billion. That is also insane. One thing that we know for sure is that the French government surely's got a lot of money to throw around, right? The Bjarke Ingels Group's design aims to have all activities surrounding the main theme of celebrating Europe's rich diversity through the experience of urban life and cultures. Paris will surely be taken to the next level by this dense, yet culturally prosperous, sustainable city. The main driving force behind investing in a project of such a large scale is to improve tourism. Paris is already visited by millions around the world for its sophistication, but bringing in aspects of top-notch technology and clean living could take the number of annual visitors to an entirely another level. To attract the maximum number of visitors, the development is going to be serviced by the RER, which is a rapid transit system in France that services Paris and its surrounding suburbs. To work on this large-scale project, architectural firms Tess, Transsolar, Base, Transitech, and Michael Forg will also collaborate with the Bjarke Ingels Group. According to the ostentatious plan, the huge project's going to be comprised of around 500 shops, hotels, and amusement parks. It's also got a water and snow recreational facility. How cool is that? Not a snow pun, by the way, just saying. But imagine getting to enjoy the snow in the midst of a hot, sunny day in Paris. That would be heavenly. It's also estimated that this development project is going to lead to the creation of like 17,500 permanent jobs. It's going to attract up to 30 million visitors a year. It's pretty cool. But the coolest part about this proposed plan is that all of the services, recreation, and commerce will be concentrated along a pedestrian walkway that forms a continuous loop. The continuous walkway is circular and very simplistic. This wide and circular boulevard spans for almost 2 kilometers. It will also allow pedestrians to take in the full scope of the city. It should be noted that all of the interwoven, curvilinear walkways are designed to capture the intimacy and the uniqueness of Paris streets. This loop will also travel through 6 different areas themed as various regions of Europe. The development project will focus on transforming the dense, urban, and multi-use space into a hub of shopping, entertainment, and cultural activities. Don't you remember how we introduced Europa as a sustainable city? Well, the sustainability aspect is brilliantly brought in, as Europa City is designed as a laboratory for sustainable technologies. It'll showcase a wide array of green technology implementations that save energy, but also improve the quality of the urban environment. According to the proposed plan, the whole city runs on a combination of solar energy, biofuels, and geothermal energy, so it's very good for the environment too. This cultural, recreational, and retail development project to be built in the Triangle de Gonesse in Île-de-France in north of Paris will also have a 7-hectare urban farm with its own system for composting waste from the site and whose fruit and vegetables will be served in its restaurants. Aside from the RER services bringing people to and from the city, a public bicycle system and electric buses will provide quick and efficient transportation within the city itself. The main highlight of this brilliant plan is a roof that is designed to be a landscape of green park space, complete with valleys and ridges. This is a result of abiding by the zoning codes and height restrictions that vary across the area. Apart from being able to provide scenic views of the Parisian skyline, the roof will also serve a number of functional services too. It'll be able to provide insulation, treat gray water, also to infiltrate rainwater for use in the city. The roof is also an accessible topographical landscape that allows the visitors to experience the panoramic and the refreshing views of the center of Paris and La Défense. In short, the green roof is the epitome of sustainability ideals and public leisure. It perfectly combines the efficiency of an urban setting with the healthfulness of a country setting. However, just like a coin's got 2 sides, this project too's got a lot of criticisms, despite people claiming that it's going to be the best thing that will ever happen to Europe. As we mentioned earlier, the project is located in the northern suburbs outside of Paris, in Triangle de Gonesse. This region is, however, one of the largest agricultural areas in Paris, so creating a city in this area would disrupt the natural ecosystem. The main reason why this region was chosen as the spot for the city was that it falls along the route from the Charles de Gaulle airport to Paris. As you can imagine, the area attracts a heavy amount of traffic. The creation and implementation of Europa City would have taken place as part of a wider development known as the Triangle de Gonesse Urban Project, or the Triangle de Gonesse Development Project. This project too was significantly criticized. In March 2011, the collective for the Gonesse Triangle was created following the Europa City announcement. This collective includes 15 NGOs, and 4 of them have even received support of FNE, Île-de-France. All the environmental activists in Paris and the entirety of Europe thought that the Europa City project was GPI Grand Project Inutile, which literally translates to the Great Useless Project. Despite the fact that the project's aim was to develop a connection between urban Paris, the suburbs, and the surrounding farmland, it fails to live up to its claims of being 100% sustainable. So on the 8th of November in 2019, the French government withdrew its support due to controversies regarding the project's environmental sustainability and local opposition. Very shortly, the entire project was abandoned. What do you think of the concept of Europa City? Do you think that the city could have lived up to its promises of futurism and sustainability? Is sustainability just the buzzword of the decade, or is it something that humanity should work on achieving? Let us know in the comment section down below, and thanks for watching.